What is the best LaserJet printer in 2024? Stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this video. Hey you guys, what is going on? The printer guy here with another printer video, and today I wanted to talk about what are the best LaserJet printers in 2024. Now in this video, what you can expect is me doing a ranking of 3 different LaserJet printers, and I'm actually going to be using the top 3 brands in the world of LaserJet printing, or just in the world of printing in general. I'm going to be ranking them from number 1 to number 3. I'm going to be putting them in order in this video, starting with number 3, ending with number 1. I am going to narrow down on the top 3 printer brands for LaserJet printing. They're not going to all be Canons, they're not going to all be HPs, but they're going to be a mixture of the top 3 brands that I end up choosing that I believe are the best brands for LaserJet printers. There will be links down in the description below for the 3 printers I end up talking about. And if you stay till the end, I'll throw in a bonus printer as well. Now, if you felt the need to jump around, which I know many of you do, you can use the chapters that are down below this video, but I always recommend watching the whole video because why not? You get all the information. All right, before we get into the first printer in this video, I wanted to mention the sponsor of today's video, and that is if you've been using an inkjet printer or you know of someone that has an inkjet printer, you most likely have run into the problem of printing blank pages, not being able to print a certain color, then you're gonna wanna consider buying the best printer cleaning kit. Essentially what this product does is it allows you to take on a DIY project, clean out the print heads on your printer, flush them out, flush out the old ink, and with the instructions I have on my channel, through many different videos that I've done with various different printer models, you'll have instructions on how to actually get the ink to recharge back into that print head, and you'll be back up and printing normally again, and you'll have your print quality back like the printer is brand new. So there's going to be a link for the sponsored product of today's video, and that is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit, link down in the description below. Also, if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Almost at 50,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, it'll be way past that. But really appreciate every single subscription, every single like that I get on this video. All right, so starting off with the first printer on this list, which comes in at number 3, is the Canon Color Image Class MF656CDW. This is an all-in-one duplex wireless LaserJet printer. It's got a 3-year limited warranty, and it comes in the color white. What I really like about this printer is, of course, you have a touch screen, which I find to be very helpful when you are performing different tasks. You don't have to click around on buttons. You know, when you're able to touch the screen, it makes things a lot more simple. You have a USB input on the left side of the printer. That is great for if you have a USB drive with some documents that you need to print. You have a automatic document feeder at the top of the printer, and you also have a glass scanner. Now, when we come down to the specifications on this specific printer, and we have some similar printers to kind of compare the features on. Paper handling on this printer, that means the amount of sheets of paper you can have in there at one time, is 250 sheets of paper, and the print speed is 22 pages per minute with black. The max print size for this Canon LaserJet printer is 8.5 by 14. That is fairly standard, a little larger. You know, most standard inkjet printers are about 8.5 by 11. You can connect to this printer wirelessly. So that means if you have a smartphone, you have tablets, aside from your PC that you may have connected directly with USB, you can also connect your wireless devices. Now, since I'm ranking these based off of the listing I see on Amazon, let's take a look at the reviews. 4.2 out of 5 stars. So you have quite a few good reviews. That's a good amount of reviews, and it's a good review overall. And so anything below 4, I would look out for, and I would be careful with that. And you can kind of just read through these. I mean, I do this all the time. The price on this Canon LaserJet printer is not bad at all, about $309. You'll have to check the links down in the description below because prices, of course, do change over time. In a month from now, this may be higher, it may be less. The original list price is $450, so we're lower than our usual price. It could go up or down. All right, so LaserJet printer number 2 for 2024 that is on our list is the Brother MFC L3720CDW. This is a wireless digital color all-in-one printer. with laser quality output, copy, scanning, and faxing, duplexing. It comes with a 4-month subscription where you can basically replenish the ink, and if you like it, you can keep it. If not, you can cancel it. Now, a pretty similar story here with this printer with the Brother. Now, Brothers are known in the LaserJet printer world to be phenomenal. They don't break down. They have hardly any issues. They're very simple to use. This one specifically has an automatic document feeder. It has a glass scanner. You are able to duplex print with it, which means you can print double-sided. This is not a monochrome LaserJet. You're able to print both in black and in color. So really, we're ranking color LaserJet printers. There are a lot of LaserJet printers out there that are just monochrome. They didn't make it on this list because I don't really like that. I like for you to have options. Now, your price on this printer is a little bit higher than the previous printer, the Canon printer. We're at $399.99. If we come down here, we can kind of take a look. Of course, you can use the Brother app to print off different things, to scan. There's a lot of great features within the Brother app. Same goes for Canon and the next printer we're going to talk about. They all have their different apps that you can use, and you get a lot of functionality out of those apps. All right, so when we come down and look at some of the features, you have about the same amount of paper capacity within the printer. That is the amount of paper that the printer is able to hold, and that's 250 sheets. You also have a touch screen. You know, in the picture, you couldn't really tell if it was a touch screen or if it was just a regular screen that you just scroll through, but it's a 3.5-inch color touch screen. And your automatic document feeder capacity on this one is 50 sheets of paper. So if you have a 50 sheet double-sided document, so it means 100 sheets in reality, you can scan that and you can have that really large file be all in one PDF. And that's something that's very important for me personally, that ability to do that. Your max printing speed with black and color is 19 pages per minute. So we're a little bit slower on the printing speed on this printer. However, it makes up with some of the other features that it has. Now, you can connect with a USB cable directly from your PC to this printer, but you can also print with mobile printing, as I said, with smartphones, tablets. Now, when we come down and look at the rankings, you have 4.3 out of 5, and that's out of 1,900 ratings. It's not as many as the Canon printer that we just were talking about. But it's close enough, in my opinion, to kind of make a determination of it being a little bit higher ranked on Amazon. All right, so we're priced at about $399.99. So the price, I believe, is fair for what you're getting. Brother is a very strong name in the world of LaserJet printing. It's going to be very reliable. It's probably going to be the most reliable out of the bunch. And so you could argue that this should be number one, but now making it to number one, we have the HP Color LaserJet Pro M283FDW. It's a wireless all-in-one LaserJet printer. You have color and black printing capabilities. You're able to print with mobile devices, smartphones, tablets. You have a glass scanner. You have an automatic document feeder. Everything that the other printers had. Plus you have this color touchscreen as well. And you have a price that is a little bit higher at $430. When we look at the printing speed, you have 22 pages per minute black, 22 pages per minute color. The max amount of input or paper that the printer can hold is 250 sheets of paper. So that is standard across the three printers that we're looking at. The touchscreen is a little bit smaller on this printer. Now you can see the ranking on Amazon. That does help me determine a little bit when I'm looking at these printers, the ranking. This is a 4.4 out of 5 with 3,600 ratings. So that tells me that the end user is having an easy time using this printer and they are satisfied with this printer. That plays a big role in me being able to rank these printers. Now, there's also the idea that this is a printer that's a little bit higher quality. The price is going to be a little bit higher than the other two printers, but that's because this is going to be the highest quality LaserJet printer. You have faster printing speeds. And so really this ranking, at the end of the day, all three of these printers are great. They all have very similar features. It really comes down to the quality of the product. When you have a printer like the HP LaserJet printer that I ranked as number one, it has very similar features to the previous two printers that I actually ended up ranking number 2 and number 3. The quality that HP is able to produce with this lineup is a much better product. That is why it's reflected in the price. It's $430 versus the $400 and the $300 that you would pay for these other printers. So really you're paying for the quality of the product. I don't think you would go wrong with any one of these printers. I think that Canon is great. I think that Brother is great. I think that HP is great. Now when we go into the other brand, I'm not really going to speak to that in this video, but really these brands are going to be really great LaserJet printers. Now you could go higher in the price and get more features and get more functionality. I would recommend using those links down in the description below for each one of these printers, because you can just simply scroll down and you will have all of the other similar printer models at your fingertips, and it will show you what the different features are, what the price is, what the difference is. You can go as low as a $200 LaserJet printer. It's cut off at this point, but so you're not able to see it, but you can go down in functionality if you don't need all those features, and you can buy a cheaper LaserJet printer. Now you also want to take a look at how much the toner is going to cost. That did not play a role in me ranking these printers, but overall I feel confident in this lineup. Number 1 being HP, number 2 being Brother, and number 3 being Canon. And I would probably stick with that ranking for most models that are comparable. In the world of LaserJet printers, HP is really coming out on top right now. When it comes to inkjet printers, HP is lagging a little bit, especially with the tank printers in the HP lineup. They had some failures there along the way in the beginning, but when it comes to the LaserJet lineups, HP is doing phenomenal. I wanted to throw in a bonus printer here for you, just to make you aware of this printer, and maybe you end up liking this printer and you end up going with this one. This is one of the newer HP color LaserJet printers. It's the LaserJet Pro MFP 4301 FDW. It's got all of the very similar specs to all the printers we talked about. Like I said, it has a very high ranking out of 4,000 ratings. You have a 4.4 stars out of 5. That is excellent when it comes to a printer rating. The price is much higher. Let's look at the specs really quick and we'll be able to tell the differences. So you have a very fast print speed. This is faster than the last 3 printers we talked about, and that's why it's going to reflect in the price. You have a print speed of 35 pages per minute with both black and color, and your input capacity, so the amount of pages that you're able to hold, 300 sheets of paper. And you have a 4.3-inch color touchscreen, which you saw it looks amazing on the printer. So if you want something that looks professional, that looks new and modern, but also has a ton of features, a ton of capability, this is going to be the printer for you. The original price on this printer is almost $700, so you're down almost $120, 17% from that high price. Very high ratings on Amazon. That does help us determine what is the best printer. It's what are the rankings? How do you read these reviews? How many people actually left a review? What is the review? And does the quality of the product, what you know about that product from prior knowledge, does it line up with what the people are saying? So there's so many different ways to rank these printers. If you would have ranked these printers differently, comment that below. I'd like to know what your rating would be. Maybe you're a big fan of Canon and you say Canon is number 1, or maybe it's Brother's number 1. We're talking about LaserJet printers, not inkjet. When you get into the world of inkjet printers, I would personally say Epson is the top of the line. But when it comes to the LaserJet printers, HP definitely has a stronghold on that number 1 position. All right, so remember all of the product links that are down in the description below. Product links for the printers I talked about in this video, and the sponsored product of today's video, which is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. If you have an inkjet printer and you're having problems printing, you're printing blank pages, you're not able to print a certain color, or you just have faded prints, faded quality, then you're going to want to consider using that product. It will get you back up and printing normally again and with the same quality as if you had just bought that printer. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. That's really all I have for today. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.